I wondered what this was. It was coming up around the pond. Didn't recognize it, but it's mint. Sun is still reaching this spot. Not all day, but enough. Just enough to keep the water from going stagnant, and it's hot, so. Walking by here yesterday, and I seen something white just out of the corner of my eye, and it was this grass. Didn't bloom last year. It's new. I like it a lot. So 2 out of the 4 grasses I bought came back and the other 2 didn't. This is Rose of Sharon. It's just coming back. Late to come back. I have one over here that was early to come back, but it's been in the ground for a while, year or 2. Trumpet vines blooming. Pencil holly's done really well here. New growth. I really want to spray this before winter. And some of my other new evergreens. Another spot that's looking really good.
Here's some food. You want some food?
I'm just going to divide that and take a chunk out. Because I want this on my plant shelf. Something heart. The flowers are like little hearts. Came from Florida. It was a Florida propagation when I was vacationing years ago now. Had it probably 3-4 years. But anyway, I want to propagate it for inside instead of cutting it up. And I picked this up when I was out yesterday. I want to plant this. It's a smoke bush propagation. I have some in water, and these sticks are green. It's softwood, so I'm propagating them in dirt. That's last year's lemon tree propagations. They're looking pretty darn good. There's 3. And because of space issues, I keep them all in one pot for now. This is where I want to put the begonias. Spot needs some color. I love the white. The white really stands out. And this is a wintered begonia, but it's just, I cut it all the way back in the spring, late spring. It's just not quite there yet. I divided a little bit these caladiums. The other half of the begonia is over here. It's a pink. I hesitate some to adding begonias to the collection because I can't let them just die like an annual. I always have to winter them, and I winter too much stuff. That helped a lot. I divided the one in the back too. You can see just a little leaf poking out. That was a small one. So these multiply. So what I'm dividing is not this year's multiplying, but last year's multiplying, because they all ended up in like I think I can divide this. Yep, I can. There's two big pieces. Stick a piece over there. That's a nice big piece. Came off of this one. Put a little leaf in the back. The bleeding hearts are going to burn out because it's so hot. You know, yearly thing. They're there until it gets too hot. So perfect, really. This garden's great in the spring, but at the burning out stage, there's nothing to fill in that's perennial. That is a wintered begonia. See the size difference from the little plug to, you know, decent sized plant. I think I managed to save half of them. Which is, you know, gave me something to start with in the early parts of planting when it finally got warm enough. Tied up some more tomatoes. I thought I got them all, but you know, after a rain, I haven't been out here in a couple days, and go walking around, and there was 3 tomato plants down, at least 3, maybe 4. They had to be retied. Humidity's dropped just a little, I can feel it. But it's been like being in a rainforest around here. Hot, periodic rain, which makes everything wet. Been walking through here pulling weeds and just throwing them in the path. Or spinach, just, you know, I got spinach, but it went to seed so fast I didn't really get any spinach. I want to propagate. This one propagates really well in water. Well, I don't have my scissors on me. Here's a weed. Yeah, lettuce is bolting too. I did get some good lettuce out of it before it bolted. Now the chickens will get some food. This is one of the tomatoes that was down. Oh my gosh, lettuce just looks not good. Have to keep an eye on the tomatoes and make sure they're growing in the cages, the ones that are on cages, in cages. Sprayed myself 3 times with mosquito spray and they're still getting me. My volunteer squash went crazy. I have to spray myself a 4th time. Tied up my pepper before it falls. So the goal every time I'm in here is to keep some kind of a space where I can get around. Look at the potatoes. Last video I dug some up, they're too small. Don't want to dig any more up yet. Summer squash we'll be getting soon. Corn, knee-high by the 4th of July, I would say. At least that, a little more maybe. That's the same with corn, knee-high by the 4th of July. Volunteer potato. Looks good. If you're not a cold crop, lettuce and spinach don't look good. I'm gonna have to train my sunflower to grow out of the shade tarp. I have to empty the greenhouse. We have to take the floor out to move it. So I got the table cleared. Wipe it off real quick and take it down, take it out. Just kind of stacking. And stuff over to the shelf to get out of the way so I can get the tables down. So I've lost power. I'm pulling out what I can pull out. So I've got one more table cleared off. And then I'll get to the shelf and the other little things. In the morning when it's cooler. Take this garlic in. Gonna have to, after the greenhouse gets scooted over and back, I'll have to redo, you know, where do I want the walkways, path stuff to go. There's some work to do there. Nothing getting through there. We had to take the screens out that came with the windows because you can't clean them or get them out from the inside. So we just took them out. I have experience with how dirty windows get in a chicken coop because my other little chicken coop has windows. Or at least one window in the door. Just trying to finish the wiring. So we got vents, and one of the vents is a fan. It's got one frame for one door. I think that's what he said he was going to work on. The next thing he's working on. To get the electrical done so he can insulate and get the walls up. The panels that we're using to finish the inside is blocking where the other 2 windows go. Said the floor might be wonky, but I don't feel wonky. Not an easy project. It was nail biting and frustrating and took hours. Greenhouse 1 was too heavy with the floor in it. And the floor wouldn't fit out the door and you didn't want to take it apart. But anyway, we're square. Everything's square. We have a new shade tarp that fits over this. It's bigger. It fits the space bigger. You know, it'll get more coverage. And it's black, so it'll match the other one. I have just enough room to get through there. The spacing's changed, right? So I can get through here. What I can't do anymore is the path right here. I have to go round, which is okay. I have passion flowers that survived the move. Cucumbers survived the move. It's climbing the trellis. Stuff's in Rick's way, but it did survive, and he's working around it. Got rid of the lettuce. Leaf shade and the pepper. There was a bean on the other side of the fence that I couldn't reach. It's amazing how quickly the beans grow. So I'm finishing this video up. Cleaned up the front of the greenhouse. Can't finish it yet. It hasn't been, I mean, there's still a little this and that needs to be done before I can put it back together. But I put inside what needed to not get wet. This is as cleaned up as we're gonna get today. So this is Robin, Garden Extra. Have a great day.